On August 27th of 2012, at the intersection of 11th Place and Greenway in Phoenix, Arizona, concerned family members took action by contacting the Phoenix police. They had grown worried because they had not received any communication from 32-year-old Dallas Augustine and her 50-year-old wife, Jessie McCaskill, for several days. Troubling signs had allegedly been observed in the week leading up to this distressing event. Upon the officers' arrival, they found friends and neighbors gathered outside the couple's residence. As they entered the home, a grim and horrifying scene unfolded. Dallas and Jessie were discovered in a state of distress, with the surroundings suggesting a violent incident. Regrettably, they had both lost their lives, and it appeared that they had been deceased for several days. Dallas Augustine endured a series of tragedies throughout her life. Her early years were marked by her parents' divorce. In her early 20s, tragedy struck when her beloved stepfather suffered a massive stroke, eventually passing away during the summer of 2003. He was just 63 years old. When it came to her mother, Kathy Augustine, their connection was marked by a series of conflicts and difficulties. Kathy Augustine was known for her penchant for seeking attention and held a prominent position in Nevada politics as a well-known Republican figure. Kathy's political career was noteworthy. She served as a member of the Nevada State Assembly from 1993 to 1995, followed by a term in the Nevada Senate from 1995 to 1999, and ultimately she made history by becoming Nevada's first female state controller, a role she held from 1999 until 2006. 3 weeks after Kathy's 17-year-long marriage came to an end due to her husband's passing from stroke-related complications, she entered into a new union. Her new partner was Chaz Higgs, a critical care nurse whom she had initially met while he was tending to her late husband. Reportedly, their relationship had been strained and heading toward divorce when Charles fell ill. Nonetheless, it raised eyebrows among family and friends when she decided to marry Chaz so soon after her husband's demise. Dallas's life took yet another tragic and unexpected turn when her mother, Kathy Augustine, passed away suddenly at the age of only 50. On July 8th of 2006, Kathy was discovered unconscious in her home, and she succumbed to an apparent heart attack 4 days later. During this challenging time, Kathy's husband, Chaz Higgs, informed medical professionals, some of whom he had worked with, that Kathy had suffered a heart attack seemingly brought on by the stress of her state treasurer campaign. However, suspicions quickly arose as a result of comments Higgs had made to a co-worker. Police began to investigate the possibility of foul play. Subsequent toxicology testing revealed the presence of a paralyzing drug in Kathy's system, leading to first-degree murder charges against Chaz Higgs. In 2007, he was ultimately sentenced to life in prison for this tragic and shocking incident. Dallas Augustine had tragically lost both of her parents within a span of just 3 years. However, her stepfather's passing remained shrouded in uncertainty. Questions lingered regarding the potential involvement of his wife, Kathy, and Chaz Higgs in Charles Augustine's death. To address these doubts, Charles's body was exhumed in order to check for any traces of a paralyzing drug. Nevertheless, the examination yielded no evidence of such a substance in his body, ultimately ruling out foul play. Shortly after experiencing these tragic events, Dallas would cross paths with Jessie McCaskill, a person who exuded positivity, happiness, intelligence, unwavering loyalty, a love for travel, and a knack for entertaining those around her. A year after the passing of Dallas's mother, they decided to tie the knot on September 22nd of 2007 in California. At that time, Dallas was 28 years old and Jesse was 45. However, their marital bliss was short-lived. By 2010, their relationship began to crumble, and constant physical confrontations became a distressing norm. Despite being together for 5 years, it seemed that their relationship had been tumultuous and volatile throughout this entire period. The strain on their relationship escalated to the point where Dallas began engaging in infidelity. Allegedly, she grappled with mental instability, alcohol abuse, and substance addiction. Her relationship with Jesse became marked by intense conflicts, characterized by loud and heated arguments involving smashing, throwing, and breaking of objects. She entered into a relationship with another woman and carried on an affair while behaving as if she were single. This situation drove a wedge between her and Jesse. Regrettably, Jesse also experienced domestic violence at Dallas's hand. A troubling incident took place outside a bowling alley in Henderson, Nevada, where Dallas physically abused Jesse. Dallas was charged and convicted of domestic violence. Dallas found herself in possession of a substantial inheritance. Her stepfather's bequest amounted to a significant sum, and her mother left behind valuable assets, including real estate valued at $500,000, $150,000 in a money market account, a $4,600 monthly annuity, and jewelry worth $100,000. However, the fate of this money took a troubling turn. Dallas began squandering her inheritance on a destructive path of substance abuse and excessive alcohol consumption. Her financial situation deteriorated to the extent that she owed the government a substantial debt of $80,000. In 2011, Dallas and Jesse's relationship reached a breaking point when Dallas confessed to the affair. Jesse, feeling betrayed, posted Dallas's admission of the affair on Facebook, signaling the end of their relationship by burning their wedding photos. As if these hardships were not enough, Dallas faced further tragedy when her sister, Andrea Augustine Walsh, lost her life in a car accident in Fresno, California on June 2nd of 2012. These events compounded the challenges Dallas had been grappling with, making for a tumultuous period in her life. Dallas sought a change in her life, prompting her to take on a new role as a corrections officer. Despite facing multiple rejections, they ultimately offered her the position, overlooking her history of substance abuse, drunk driving problems, and domestic violence issues. After successfully completing her firearm training, she was all set to begin her role as a prison guard in August of 2012 at the Florence Security Prison in Arizona. Dallas rekindled her relationship with her wife in an attempt to reconcile, but unfortunately, the arguments and fights persisted. Jesse had reached a breaking point in her efforts to salvage their relationship and had made up her mind to leave. Allegedly, on August 23rd, Jesse began packing her belongings, and tensions between her and Dallas escalated to an uncontrollable level. Following August 23rd, the household felt completely silent, with Dallas's truck still parked in the driveway. 4 days passed without any communication, causing growing concern among their family. Jesse's family made the decision to contact the police for a welfare check. On the evening of Monday, August 27th, around 8:30, law enforcement officers were dispatched to their residence. It was a bloody crime scene and two decomposing bodies. Jesse and Dallas had been deceased for a couple of days. A bullet had pierced through Jesse's head, exiting through her jaw, causing her face to become unidentifiable. Her identification had to rely on dental records. The firearm used to take both their lives lay between the two women and was the very same gun that had been used during Dallas's firearm training.